Well, dreams are powerful things. Steve Warren had one. It was to help kids and families.
The former Husker and his family started Dream in 2006. That's developing relationships through education, athletics, and mentoring.
Yeah, Steve's here with Daniel Boyd. Good to see you, gentlemen.
Hi, welcome
You're
back.
not just
Good
a
to see you
former
guys.
Husker there. Who did you play for, the Packers?
Packers, yeah. I played a few years in the arena
But you know, in
football,
Nebraska, who do we care about the
I know.
most, right?
It's all
It's all Big
Nebraska.
Red,
Right,
baby.
it's all Big
It
Red
is.
football. That's what it's about.
10 years ago, and I think, man, 5, 6 years ago, we had you on the same couch talking about, and you guys have continued to grow and grow. And this Dream Weekend keeps getting bigger and bigger. Did you ever imagine it would get this big?
You know, I had a dream about it. You know, I thought, to use the pun, yeah, I did hope that it would get this big. And, you know, with all the guys that we have coming back, and like you said, everything's about Nebraska football. It's around the spring game. Right now we have 43 former Huskers that are scheduled to appear at the bowling
43?
event. Yeah, because you guys have been back there in that round.
Gosh,
So
is Tommy Frazier
pray
back,
for
and
me.
who else?
Of course, Tommy. And, you know, I'm excited. A good friend of mine, Cookie Belcher, who played basketball,
right.
is coming back, and I haven't seen Cookie in over 10 years. And he texted me last
kidding.
night, and he's
What's he been
he'll
up
be
to?
back. He's been overseas playing
he's still playing?
professionally, and he ended a few years ago. Now he's at IMG Academy coaching down there, and then. Carlos Polk is going to be back. He's another good friend of mine. He's been coaching with the Bucks.
Steve, Mike and I have done that bowling event, and it's the sort of thing where people will buy huge chunks of tickets every single year, which means it sells out fast.
Yeah, it sells out
So
fast.
is there any room left for
Yeah,
bowling?
there actually is room
there
left
really?
this year. There's a lot of conflicts this year with a lot of our corporate sponsors that couldn't come back this year. So we have
So it
a
frees
few
it up for
lanes
fans
left.
to come in and
yeah,
be there.
absolutely. So there's still lanes left.
That's a surprise to me, because that's never happened.
Yeah, and it's a surprise to us too right now too. So come out and get the lanes right now.
Get there,
Let's
be
get through it,
there.
yeah.
That's
But
great.
the big Dream Weekend, how does this support what you do throughout the whole year?
You know, it just goes to our general operating fund. Is you know, we have 10 schools that we've been operating in, mainly Omaha public schools, and our after-school programs, our mentoring. We have a program called Step Up where we donate shoes to kids that can't afford them, athletic shoes. So this all goes to help support those programs.
Daniel, you guys have said this weekend is your most important fundraiser of the year. Why is that? Put it in context for us.
Well, it's important, you know, for Steve and I, it's kind of reunion. We have a good time, but for the students in our program, this really helps fund a lot of their activities. A lot of the things that we try to bring to them, that we try to expose to our students, just getting them out of their communities and expanding what they see in Omaha and the surrounding area. So this weekend alone is really, really major for the students in our program, our staff, and Steve and I, and everybody who supports Dream.
Let's get specific about the big Dream Weekend. I got a Facebook invite from a friend of mine talking about the big, one of the early events. Is it Thursday night? Is that the first one?
Yeah, the kickoff party is on Thursday.
Party.
SAC Federal Credit Union is our title sponsor this year, and we're very appreciative of them. They were going to have a representative here, Joyce Wells, but she's actually sick, so we want to tell her get well right now. Get well. So they're our title sponsor, and we have our kickoff party on the 14th.
Where is that, Steve?
It's at Champions Run. And then the bowling event's at the Mark, which used to be Simpex. Now it's called the Mark, so that's been the same.
We love, they have an awesome facility out there. They've really added some cool new things.
So the kickoff party, is that open to everybody?
Yeah, that is open to everybody. Yeah, you can get online at joindream.org and register. All the registration links are on the site under Big Dreams Weekend tab. So you can still register for that. You can still sign up for lanes. And then you can also get the information about the tailgate party with Blair Parties on Saturday.
And where is that?
That's actually under like the 10th Street Bridge there, where the big tailgate lot is. They wrap the fence, and if you've ever been on game days and you've seen that wrap fence when you're walking across the street.
That's the day of the spring game.
That's the
For
day
those
of
who
the
aren't
spring
following closely at home, why are we going to Lincoln on that? We're playing football, right? We're
You
getting
ship
our
all
mix.
50-some former players down to Lincoln for the big blur. What's the tailgate party include?
It's just a big party. It's exactly what it sounds like. DJs, open bar, food for everybody. So and then the players will be there. There's a lot of tailgate games that'll be going on, and it's kid friendly also. So it'll be a great event.
Let's circle back to bowling, because I don't want to assume that we know what happens, but some of the people watching might not get it. So when these Huskers come in, a lot of them, they sign stuff, and then you use those items to raise more money. But then the bowling part of it, all of the guests stay in their lane, but then there's like this musical chairs situation that happens around the mark.
Yeah, and the musical chairs is always interesting because Daniel and I are really trying to get the players to stay in the lanes. You know, they're like it's like a big boys club, and they can't, like, they're just drawn to each other the whole time. So it's like, fellas, stay in the lane. So they rotate through the lane.
Right, and every so often you're supposed to move.
You get a new,
One lane.
a new former player shows
Yeah.
up in your lane, right?
Yeah, every so often we rotate them through. So that way, a few years ago we felt that it would be good because, different people have different guys that they're fans of. So we thought it'd be good that everybody had a chance to bowl with a bunch of different guys.
And it is fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why
It
so
is.
many
It's a
people
great
do it
event.
every single year. They wouldn't miss it. And so that's why I'm stoked that you've got tickets that open up because I feel like
Yeah.
people are going to love that. But it starts with the kickoff party on Thursday, April 14th at Champions Run. Then we go to bowling. And then after that, that next day, that's the day of the spring game on the 16th. There's information about the entire schedule, Big Dream Weekend, online at joindream.org.
Big dream weekend, a big fun weekend too.
That's
And
right.
I know you guys have a lot of fun with all the former players catching
Absolutely.
up. and stuff
Raising
like
that money.
Forward to
Yeah,
it.
it
Helping
actually
the
kicks
kiddos.
off for us tomorrow. We're donating 80,000 books over the next 2 weeks, kind of leading into Big Dreams Weekend to students in 4 of our schools. So
That's great.
we're getting it going already.
You guys are doing
good
good work.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks a
you,
lot,
Steve. Daniel, it's good to
Daniel,
see you.
Thank you. Good to
Thank
see you.
you.
All right,
Next.